Sejam bem-vindos ao canal Mirage Flash Games. Domingão do basquetebol aqui no canal Mirage Flash Games. Bora pra disputa aqui é basquete, domingão. Bora pro basquete. Deixa eu ver onde que tem que ir aqui. Deixa eu ver se é esse. Vou escolher um time. Aqui é o time do Chicago. Seja bem-vindo, Guilherme Quintana. E aí, Joe? Como você tá? Seja bem-vindo ao canal. Como você tá? Que live de basquete. Você curte basquete, Guilherme? Tava com saudade, e tudo. Como você tá, jovem? A live de basquetebol. A gente vai jogar com um time. Vários times aqui. Atlanta, Dennis, Clippers, Boston. Vários legal, ó. Tá. A gente vai representar o Chicago Bulls. Deixa eu ver. Vamos pegar esse time aqui. Conta esse time aqui, ó. Tudo ótimo. Bora pro basquete. É nóis, né? É Chicago Bulls versus... Deixa eu ver aqui. Deixa eu ver quem que é o time que a gente vai enfrentar. Gosto mais ou menos. É bem divertido. Triângulo, lob passe. Bolinha, bus, passe. Você dá passe também com triângulo, bolinha. X, passe, quadrado. Tem um negócio aqui com o L, guard defense, que defende, né? Seria o L2, seria mais uma defesa. O L, vamos ver, R2 e sprint, que seria para correr. O R1 é um coisa.
It's NBA action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams for what should be a terrific matchup here tonight.
Olha o time adversário, né?
From downtown Milwaukee tonight.
Eu jogo no meu colégio, aí sim, hein? É, colégio. Olha esse time, vai pegar o Milwaukee. Vamos lá se divertir. É o jump, é o triângulo. Bora, garota, é nóis. Bora, aposta é nóis. Oba, bora, toco. Nossa, o cara conseguiu fazer o ponto. Mano, ele tá jogando contra o Chicago, mano. Mas é o time, não é o time do Milwaukee. Vou pegar um time humilde agora. Aê! Tamo, né? Do time do Milwaukee, né? Jogando contra o Chicago. Achei que era Chicago, era a gente, mas não. A gente é outro time. Nossa, que pouco lindo. Depende. Ó, pai. Ah! Ó o contra-ataque. Ah, pegou. Protege. Nossa, que lindo, moleque. E aí, Cris e Cauã, sexta, como você tá? Aí, pessoal que não conhece o canal do Cris e Cauã. O cara é truta, joga pés. E não joga pé, joga bem. Joga um pouco de tudo. Opa! Nossa, defendeu. Quanto custa esse jogo? Eu peguei na promoção na época, R$ 79,90. Agora ele tá uns 100 e pouco por aí, ô Guilherme. Vamos girar. Nossa, mano. Ó, a marcação. Nossa, deixa eu tava sozinho. Aí.
Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
Bledsoe with the basketball. They trail by 2. To Adetokunbo. Here's a chance from long range.
Nossa, que linda! Cesta de 3. Tira aquela cesta de 3 bonita. Nossa!
That's out of bounds, off of Giannis.
Aí sim, hein? O cara veio pra fazer aquele toco. Os caras tá com sangue no olho. O jogo tá dinâmico.
Levine.
Ó, rouba essa bola, mãe. Ó, deixa não. Fecha. Nossa, velho, esse cara fez. Peraí. Rapidinho, deixa eu ativar nosso amigo Nightbot. Robozinho. Deixa eu ativar nosso amigo Nightbot. Rapidinho, pessoal, antes de continuar o jogo, ativei. E aí, mano? Sem limites pra vencer, seja bem-vindo, fera. Curte basquete, seja bem-vindo ao canal. É, tem que rodar, gente. Tem que rodar essa bola.
Surveys the floor. Adetokunbo.
Ah! Não perder essa bola, não. Nossa, vai, Pi.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Middleton to Bledsoe. Nothing going here on that drive. There's a pass stolen by Chicago. Dunn to Levine. Giannis Adetokunbo snatching it out of the air.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position.
Agora tomou.
Everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
É, NBA espetacular. Ó, pode marcar não, o jogo tá dinâmico, hein?
Bledsoe with it up top. They're down 3. Adetokunbo goes to the right side. Great defense there, forcing the pickup. Now ready with a couple of free throws.
It's still early, so no real impact on that call. But you know that they're going to call this one tight, so you might want to keep your hands out of his pocket.
First one.
Boa! Mais uma. Ó, que é isso? Que é isso, moleque? Vamos lá, vamos apertar. Nossa!
From the painted area, won't go down. To Middleton. Adetokunbo to Bledsoe. Here's Lopez, down low.
Aê, achou a saída. É, eu tô representando outro time de verde. É, até que eu não sou ruim, não. Nossa!
Middleton to Adetokunbo.
Ah! Nossa! André de 45, quem conhece o parceiro 45 aí, o André de truta também. Todos somos trutas. Opa. É, o 45 é truta. Seja bem-vindo, André de 45, seja bem-vindo, sem limites para vencer, seja muito à vontade. Pessoal, gosta de futebol, gosta de esporte, tá aqui um esporte que quase não vejo fazer live, um basquete, o povo faz futebol, muito mais futebol do que jogos diferentes. Vamos inovar aqui no nosso canal. Os jogos esportivos. Opa, toca. Nossa! Ah, eu demorei muito. Você demora muito. Caramba. Dois pra marcar. Vocês estão marcando, gente. No toco. Rouba essa bola. Rouba essa bola. Ah, o cara achou um canto. Está na frente. Ai, ai, não, a bola chorou, mas não entrou. Na frente. Primeiro tempo.
Time to turn the page after a close first quarter. Jay, what stood out?
Yeah, both teams have
Valeu, mano. Valeu, sem limites pra vencer. Obrigado. Ah, pode demorar com a bola. Você ficar pingando 7 segundos. Bota boba agora pra se meter. Rouba a bola. Bota a bola. Bota a bola. Cara vem para.
See, these are the type of opportunities the defense doesn't take advantage of. When that guy went up for that dunk, he cradled the ball to gain momentum. As soon as he brings that ball back to you in the cradle, you have to have active hands, get in there, strip that ball away.
Gets a look, can't hit. On the follow, way to stay with it.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
To Adetokunbo. Deep left corner. Curling inside. To Adetokunbo. Fires the three. And he can't get it to go down. It's no good. Levine. He'll go to the foul line to shoot.
You never really want to foul a shooter, but if you do, ensure they're going to have a tough time converting. That's good knowledge of personnel.
Deu fall.
And he connects on the first free throw. Goes 2 for 2 at the line.
Acertou.
Hill across the timeline, trailing by 4. Screen coming. Hill. A bad pass, and the Bulls have it.
That's called game plan execution to perfection. Every possession on the road is critical.
In the slam. Whoa, he got up there.
Just showing you that 40-inch vertical.
Now the Bucks going to signal for a timeout as they'll talk things over here in the second quarter. George Hill. Missed that one. His coach cannot be a happy camper.
And you hate to say this, but this is the reality of the matter. Sometimes it takes guys a little while to warm up into the game. Seems like they finally found their rhythm in the second quarter.
Throws it up. There's a pass stolen by Chicago. Can't miss those.
And I'm telling you from personal experience, those are the ones that keep you up late at night. A point-blank miss right there. You gotta make those.
Ah, a bola não quer entrar, mano. Não quer entrar.
Short jumper won't fall.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
4-3. Misfires. It's no good. To Levine. Layup's good. Those are the types of shots you always strive for.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
He won't get away with this one. Referee calls it intentional.
Maybe a message was being sent there. I'm just not too sure what it was.
Porter. Trying to cash in. Zach Levine. He's 3 of 5. 60% shooting from the field.
A 2-time dunk champion, I love watching Zach Levine play. But you can't become obsessed with just attacking the rim. You have to continue to expand your game and really give Chicago that lead guard that they haven't had since D. Rose.
Levine to Porter. To Lopez. From the outside, no good.
See, when good shooters catch, they just shoot. When bad shooters catch, they become hesitant, reluctant. That's the first sign of a guy that doesn't have confidence.
Ersan Ilyasova rejects it.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
Porter. Bledsoe to Hill. Has a look.
Nossa, Boneta por pouco.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
Tough make through traffic.
And whether you're moving north or south or east or west, you got to be able to keep pace with the ball carrier and, most importantly, stay in his chest. That's on the defender. It's way too early to be fatigued.
Antetokounmpo to Bledsoe. Lets it fly from long range. Not there for Bledsoe. Defense all over him. Count it.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Bledsoe to Lopez. To the rim. That's out. Last touch by Brook Lopez. Substitution being made in this one. To Porter. Knocks it down from mid-range. Now a whistle. And we'll get a timeout called by Milwaukee as they'll take a moment to go over things here in the second quarter. The opposing coach is going to counter, make some changes of his own. Bucks basketball. To Middleton. Antetokounmpo tosses. A bad pass, and the Bulls have it.
When you're outmatched talent-wise, you cannot get outworked. Get that ball back.
With the foul, and a chance coming up at the line.
I say this a lot, and it's only because coaches harp on it all the time. Read the scouting report. Know who you can and should send to the line. This is a case of knowing a shooter probably had a better chance of hitting a jumper than he does of hitting the free throws.
Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. To Bledsoe. Gets it in the right corner. Beyond the arc for three. Pulled in by Porter. Giannis Antetokounmpo sends it away.
Here's one of the biggest secrets as we move into this new age of basketball. Especially in the draft room. You have to draft players with size and length. That's the biggest deterrent for any team offensively.
Zach LaVine, good on the quick release that time.
This is a game of ways. As a defense, you have to recognize that they come and they go. That will not be the case all the time.
Couple of cracks at the line now.
I don't know about that one, Ed. I always thought your hand was part of the ball.
Brook Lopez at the line for 2 shots, shooting 50%. Some yes, some no in this contest. Off the mark on the first free throw. Missed the second as well. Runner's good there. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
Ed, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
Eric Bledsoe at the line for a chance at a 3-point play. For his career, 79% at the line. Free throw's good to cap off the 3-point play as they draw a tiny bit closer. A very one-sided first half of basketball as we are at halftime. Let's get you to Orlando where we say hello to Jalen Rose in our EA Sports halftime report. Jalen.
The Bulls entered the locker room at halftime with a significant lead. It was their playmaking. Back to Ed and Jay to bring you the second half action.
Giannis in control of the basketball. Down a bundle. Over to the right side. Brown shot off iron, no good.
See, the defender did a really good job. He stayed down. He didn't go and bite for all the head fakes. He waited until the last second to contest that shot. Way to know the scouting report.
Zach LaVine. With that shot, he's 5 for 8.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
To Zach LaVine. Porter. Brook Lopez.
Oh, and he can't keep it in off the block.
Man, that was impressive. LaVine. To Porter. From long range. And out of Porter. So smooth. Catch and shoot. Buries the 3.
Yeah, and what we're seeing is a brilliant offensive display. You have ball movement, player movement, and great shooting to top it off. You get those 3 things going, you're going to be a dynamic offensive unit.
Middleton. Offensive board.
Nossa. Que jogada ruim. Rebote. Derra não.
Done. Nice pass to set things up. Porter. Brown's got the rebound. Middleton. Message received. Well defended.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Bledsoe to Adetokunbo. Bledsoe. They'll get it down low to Lopez. Robin Lopez sends it away. Turnover gives them the possession. It's Chicago ball. LaVine shot no good. To Adetokunbo. There's a pass stolen by Chicago.
You know, Ed, sometimes you're just more ready to play. play than your opponent. The intensity and the effort is off the charts.
3 point play. 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 3 Bledsoe at the basketball. His guys down big. To Middleton. The drive right to the basket. Short jumper won't go down. To Levine. Oh, bad pass, and the Bucks have it. Antetokounmpo to Lopez. And a chance, but it's no good.
É azar demais.
Done. Great feed, sets it up. He gets it.
Everything about Porter is so low-key. No social media, and he's one of the few high-caliber NBA players that manages to stay out of the public eye while producing at an elite level in a number of categories.
Antetokounmpo. Missed that one. You want to see more, knowing the defender was still right there.
And this is what I used to do all the time when I played. I would have a brilliant first half, second half. I would start to struggle a little bit, and then I would start to lie to myself. Don't worry, Jay Will. You're hot. You're hot right now. Get the ball and keep shooting. Sometimes you need to trick yourself psychologically to get yourself back in the game.
Bledsoe with it up top. Looking to make something happen.
Nossa.
Levine. To Chris Dunn. Just enough of a head fake to help on that one.
And Ed, you know what the worst part about this whole thing is? Usually when a defender bites like that, that means that they're being active. They just guessed wrong, man.
Done. To Lopez. Brook Lopez. Huge block.
No,
That's
moleque.
his third block this evening. Giannis Antetokounmpo tips it. And the finish. Slam dunk. Now the Bucks gonna signal for a timeout as their coach wants to get a word in with his guys here in this third quarter. Looks like both teams are making substitutions. Antetokounmpo. Bulls with the rock. Flushes it home.
Some players are so cerebral. I'm not even paying attention to the dunk as much as I'm paying attention to the player pointing and communicating to everybody his team needs a guard on the next play down the court.
Antetokounmpo lobs it up. Off the assist.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
Hill. Deep right corner. Giannis for two.
No.
Wide open look won't go. They'll get it down low to Lopez. Robin Lopez. He's 5 for 10, shooting 50%.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Giannis with it up top. He'll run the offense. To George Hill. A bad pass, and the Bulls have it. And scores.
Agora só entra.
That ends the third quarter. It has been all Bulls.
Valeu, ponto não.
The Bulls in possession as we start the fourth quarter. And, Jay, I'm as shocked as you are. Neither of us expected this.
Ed, I'm sitting here shaking my head because I am baffled. I thought maybe they could have given them a game. But I don't think anyone saw them with a double-digit lead to start the fourth quarter.
Now a steal by Milwaukee.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
Has a chance. No good. No daylight. Great defense. Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it.
I love the drive to the basket there. Instead of trying to go around or over, go through.
Dunn to Porter. Oh, a whistle.
Those cat-like hands almost got a steal.
Driving right to the basket. Gets it to go. Could have been more. A lot of contact, but no foul.
You know, it reminds me of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
To Chris Dunn. Here's Lopez, down low. Rebounds pulled in by the Bucks. Sets him up. Couldn't keep it in. Off Sterling Brown. Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here comes some changes. Here comes the screen. 5 seconds to shoot. Trying to cash in. It's no good. If he takes those shots, he'll be back on the bench in no time.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
Screen coming. And it's Lopez there for the rebound.
And you knew this game had a chance to get out of hand pretty quickly because of the communication. When these guys stepped on the court, Ed, they were yapping back and forth to each other. And that kind of communication, that kind of collective responsibility to one another, you feel that on the court. That's why this team is special.
Screen coming. Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Final de 3.
Offensive rebound. Giannis Antetokounmpo pins it. Hustle pays off. They've got the possession. Goes reverse to lay it in.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call. Let him play.
Como que a marcação tá funcionando?
Rebound taken down by the Bucks. To Hill. Has a look. Won't go. He can do better than that.
Oh, I see how you're playing this chess match. That's what you keep doing defensively. Keep baiting him and luring him into shooting that jump shot. Exploit him.
Oh, great pass. Setting up the basket.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Bledsoe to George Hill. Gets it in the left corner. Antetokounmpo. That's off the side of the rim.
Short. Canta no ar. No ar, mas não entra.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
So many times we get on the defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
Free throw's good as they continue to widen their lead. To Bledsoe. Middleton.
Hey, watch the screen left.
Brook Lopez. 4 out of 7.
In the paint, you need to finish. Just like that.
To Chris Dunn. Cruises inside for 2.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
Adetokunbo to Hill. Middleton. That no good. Off the mark.
And there's always so much talk about defense. How about offensively? If you continue to attack that shooter, now you're making him work on the defensive end. That makes him take his legs away on the offensive end.
Milwaukee with the basketball. George Hill to Middleton. There's a pass stolen by Chicago.
You better get back on D. This thing is not over.
To Lopez. Great look and vision. It goes down.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
To Lopez. Screen coming. Off the mark. Well contested.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
Oh, they called the foul, Jay.
His timing was a tad bit off.
Coach is going to shift gears and adjust his matchups. Has a chance with the step back.
There's something that is so impressive about what we saw this evening. Not just his shot-making ability, but the fact that not every shot came from the pocket. There were some bad passes being made, and the shots came from different places around the body, which aren't usual for the typical shot. That shot-making ability, that's something special to watch.
The Bulls take this one as they win this one in blowout fashion. That does it. For my partner Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA.
The Bulls could not have been more dominant in this game. The scoring display they put on is going to be hard to forget. It's hard to imagine anyone doesn't come away impressed with how effectively they score their points. Here are the guys who put up the most points. On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose. We look forward to seeing you again next time.
South Philadelphia, Wells Fargo Center. I'm Ed Cohen with Jay Williams. And Jay, channeling the spirit of our founding fathers, there's a future here in Philadelphia.
Well, after 4 years of tanking, they finally have generational talent. Look out for these guys. They're on the up and up.
As Sixers fans, it's been worth the wait, and we're ready to go. The wait is over in this one. The opening tip won by the Sixers, and we're underway here in Philadelphia. Simmons to Embiid. Nice pass to get things going.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays, no one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
To Middleton. To Bledsoe. From long range. Not there for Bledsoe. Defense all over him. Redick with it. Lead is 2. Simmons to Redick. And a chance coming up at the line.
Trust me, you want to avoid early foul trouble. Take that one as a warning.
Ben Simmons, couple of free throws on the way. 56% for his career. First try at the line, no good. Missed the second one as well. Nothing going here on that drive. To Adetokunbo. Goes to the right side. To Bledsoe. Now a steal by Philly.
Now push it. Let's attack in transition so we can build this lead.
Great. Stuffs it down with authority. Good luck keeping up with that.
Did you see that jump? It was as quick as a pogo stick.
Number 17, J.J. Redick. Here comes the screen. Middleton. A bad pass as the Sixers come up with the steal. To Simmons. From the painted area, won't go down.
And physicality is your friend. Don't let these guys get any easy ones down low. Make them look at the refs, wondering where the foul was every time.
Philadelphia with the basketball. Simmons to Redick. Going to launch beyond the arc. His first effort off the mark. Takes it coast to coast, and the strong finish at the rim.
Oh, man, you're not supposed to be able to do that with that size, but in today's game, dexterity and mobility are off the charts for bigs.
And a rim rocker, Joel Embiid.
I mean, defense, is it that easy? Can I see some reaction after somebody gets an easy dunk? Some yelling, some kind of emotion? I need you to get involved back in this ballgame.
Knocked loose. To Adetokunbo. Deep left corner. For 3. That's off the side of the rim, no good. Harris to Simmons. Oh, Ben Simmons. 2 for 3 now here in the first.
Ooh, he teased me a little bit right there. But see, I like that. That's called a great entertainer. Always leaving me on the edge of my seat.
Shot from the lane won't go. Into the front court comes Simmons. 8-2 our score. Rocking the rim. Feed the big fella. Point to the passer.
So good when you get everybody involved. In particular, your bigs. You get them going, they'll run the court faster, and guess what? They'll set harder screens because they're actually in the game.
Simmons with it. Looking to make something happen. Tobias Harris above the rim.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
Now pass stolen by the Sixers. They'll go to Butler down low. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down. Mike Budenholzer wants a timeout. His guys find themselves down double digits already in this first quarter. Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes. George Hill over to the right side. Beyond the arc for three. No good off the mark. McConnell. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
As my mother would say to the defender, A for effort, F for results.
Hill across the timeline, trailing by 14. And he's fouled. Nice move that time, and he's going to the line for two.
It's still early, so no real impact on that call. But you know that they're going to call this one tight, so you might want to keep your hands out of his pocket.
Ersan Ilyasova. He's got 2 shots coming. For his career, 77% at the line.
Nossa, não tinha entrar não.
No good on the first, no good on the second. 0 for 2. Sixers have the basketball. Had a chance, but it's no good.
You see, this is something that everybody has, but some people choose to use it or not. I'm glad you choose to use effort on getting around those screens.
And the reward, he's going to the line.
Ed, the reality is that good jump shooters know how to get those calls. Overall, though, there's less flopping in the game, which is great. But there's something uncanny about certain players' abilities to get those calls on a regular basis.
First try, no good. Misses the second as well. Missed it. Almost a foul. They let it go.
Yo, big kudos to the defender. It seems like the mere presence of him in the paint was enough to throw off the concentration of the guy trying to drop the layup in.
Embiid with the board. To Butler. Great pass to set it up. Rebounds pulled in by the Bucks. Connaughton matched up with Jimmy Butler. Sixers control it. And look out. Big finish at the rim.
And that is the sign of an unselfish team. When everybody in transition thinks they have a chance to get the ball because you have a willing passer, somebody willing to make other players on his team look great, that's only going to force your players to play that much harder on offense and give you more energy on the defensive end.
Taken by the Sixers. TJ McConnell lays it in.
You used to hear all these coaches talk about, we need players to run the floor. No, I don't need you to run the floor. I need you to run the floor with purpose. Those are two different things. When you run the floor in attack mode, that's when plays like this occur.
Oh, great pass, setting up the basket. The first quarter's complete, and the 76ers have to be feeling good. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. Giannis in control of the basketball. Down a bundle. Nothing going here on that drive. Hill. Now a steal by Philly.
Come on, let's dig in. Let's really build this lead.
Oh, they called the foul.
Timing was just a tad bit off.
To Butler. Ruling is there was intent. It's an intentional foul.
Maybe a message was being sent there. I'm just not too sure what it was.
Butler lobs it up, flushes down the slam. Jay, they make it look so easy.
Yeah, but it's really not that easy. And as a passer, if your pass is just a fraction too early or a fraction too late, that throws the whole play off. The timing of this has to be impeccable.
McConnell to Embiid. Nothing going here on that drive. Butler, deep right corner, has a chance. That's what you've come to expect. Your best players making baskets.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Hill into the front court. His guys down big. Screen coming. How you practice leads to that. Nice pump fake.
One could make the case he might be glad he didn't get the and one.
Giannis Antetokounmpo sends it away.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Milwaukee with the basketball. George Hill. And the rebound taken by the big lefty, Monroe. McConnell to Embiid. Whoa, what a finish.
It's so amazing when you get a chance to see a player in his own space. It's almost as if the defense doesn't exist. He can go left, he can go right, he can attack. He's playing on that court by himself.
Screen coming. The jumper's off the mark. Butler into the front court. His guys holding the big lead. To Embiid. Trying to cash in. Shot by Embiid won't go down.
Let's be realistic. He's probably not going to miss a lot of shots. But the more effort you can give, you want to try to tire him out. Take his legs away. Make him work to catch the ball. That's how you win a defensive battle.
To Butler. Embiid. To McConnell. Joel Embiid. He's now 5 for 6.
Old school equals high percentage.
Now a whistle, and we'll get a timeout called by Milwaukee as they'll talk things over here in the second quarter. Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor. Hill across the timeline. He'll run the offense. Here's Simmons with it up top. His guys hold a commanding lead. To Embiid. Great feed. The monster stuff. This is becoming a runaway.
They're getting to the rim at will, probably because we're watching Matador defense. You probably want to get in the way of your defender if they keep trying to attack the rim.
Lets it fly from beyond the arc. That's off the side of the rim, short. Butler to Redick. Fires the three. That's off the side of the rim, no good. Knocked loose. Hill. Nothing going here on that drive. To Hill. Lets it fly from long range. George Hill forcing that one. Well defended.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Bucks at the controls. George Hill. A bad pass as the Sixers come up with this steal.
Keep your foot on the gas, but don't get too reckless.
He wants it at the rim and scores.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Connaughton guarded by Jimmy Butler. Knocked loose. Sixers have it. Butler to Redick. Big finish at the rim.
As a rookie last year, Ben Simmons averaged 16 points a game and posted 12 triple-doubles, the second most by any rookie in NBA history. Or was last year really his rookie year? We can debate that one later.
Now a pass stolen by the Sixers. Embiid. Oh, bad pass, and the Bucks have it. To George Hill. Around the perimeter. Gets it in the right corner. 4-3. Oh, he couldn't get it to go. Redick. Great look and vision to Butler. Has a look. Jimmy Butler. Terrific shooting. He's 4 for 5. We talk so much about who are the MVP candidates, but there are other guys who are so valuable to their teams, and Jimmy Butler at the forefront of that list.
I have a phrase that I use when I describe players like Jimmy Butler. It's called most valuable mentality. There are certain players that approach the game with a certain mindset every single day that they will do anything possible to win the ball game. He plays with his heart and soul every single possession and every night, and he will leave it on the court if that means he can win the ball game.
To Butler. Simmons driving right to the basket. To Butler. Fires the three. That's off the side of the rim. Short. That's out. Last touch by Brook Lopez. Throws it down off the alley-oop pass. Jay, that's a strong connection.
And it's always about the play before the play. Look how the eyesight was able to connect between two players. We call that an eyesight contract, because when you have a contract that's signed, sealed, and then delivered like that, that's how great plays are made.
Now a steal by Philly. Desperation shot here from half court. A very one-sided first half of basketball as we are at halftime. Let's get you to our NBA Live studios in Orlando and hand it over to Jalen Rose for our...
The 76ers absolutely dominate. And that concludes our halftime report. Thanks for joining us, and see you again after the game.
Antetokounmpo goes to the right side. Here comes the screen. Has a chance. Brown shot off iron. No good. Simmons to Embiid. Slams it down.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line, because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
That's me. I got blocked.
Butler to Simmons. It's a big finish.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Antetokounmpo. Short jumper stays out.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
Simmons to Butler. They go down low to Simmons.
He sent that one to the third row.
He was locked in. That was impressive. And Jimmy Butler. Shot's no good. You have to like the confidence, but that was a difficult shot.
The contest was good, but you being a nuisance was great. Continue to be that gnat that no matter how many times you swing at it, it never goes away.
Nothing going here on that drive. Bledsoe calls out of bounds. Last touch by J.J. Redick. Simmons. He's now shooting 5 for 7.
You know, Ed, I'm down with guys having 35, 40, maybe 50 points in the game. But the one thing you look for in the defensive end, when there's a huddle after a guy has dropped multiple buckets on you in a row, and everybody's quiet, nobody stands up and says, yo, I got him, I'm going to stop him, you're in a worrisome place for your team.
Butler to the rim. Redick with it. Looking to make something happen. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
And I know there's so much excitement about the play, but everybody looks at the player. More people need to pay attention to the guy at the end of the bench, the strength and conditioning coach, because this kid's been putting in the time and effort every day in the weight room.
J.J. Redick trying to cash in on a three-point play. For his career, 89%. Free throw good to cap off the three-point play as they continue to open things up here in the third quarter. Now the Bucks going to signal for a timeout as their coach wants to get a word in with his guys here in this third quarter.
This offer is only valid during today's game, so take advantage of this great opportunity.
Bledsoe to Adetokunbo. Throws it up. Almost. Unlucky bounce. Oh, the whistle. Jay, take your hands off of me.
His timing was a tad bit off.
The opposing coach is going to counter, make some changes of his own.
Team foul number 2.
Giannis Adetokunbo able to recover with the block. No good. Defense catching a break there. Here's a chance from long range. Wild shot there. Predictably misses. They go down low to Simmons. Leaving no doubt. Slams it down.
I mean, defense, is it that easy? Can I see some reaction after somebody gets an easy dunk? Some yelling, some kind of emotion? I need you to get involved back in this ballgame.
And it's Monroe with the rebound.
And you knew this game had a chance to get out of hand pretty quickly because of the communication. When these guys stepped on the court, Ed, they were yapping back and forth to each other. And that kind of communication, that kind of collective responsibility to one another, you feel that on the court. That's why this team is special.
The assist from number 25.
Bucks at the controls. Simmons. That is great vision to set it up. And a throwdown.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Adetokunbo. No good. Goes to the left side. To Simmons. Slam dunk.
I know this for a fact, Ed. Ben Simmons wanted to channel his inner Bill Russell during the NBA awards as he stood up on that stage accepting that Rookie of the Year trophy, looking down at all the people that hated on him and didn't think that after a year of being injured that he can come back and be the one that everybody thought he could be. One of only 7 players in NBA history to lead his team to 50-plus wins while accepting the Rookie of the Year trophy.
Adetokunbo to Middleton. From long range. Good contest. Middleton off the mark.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
Time to shuffle things up.
Team foul number 3. Milwaukee Bucks are in the penalty. Subbing in for the 76ers, number 33.
the basket at the rim.
And there's nothing more mentally intimidating for your opponent than when your own teammates are unselfish and make sure that you get the ball because they want you to drop 70 on them, maybe like Devin Booker did last year.
Antetokounmpo to Middleton. They call a 3-second violation. Antetokounmpo snatching it out of the air.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Can't connect. Simmons into the front court. Shot clock turned off as they try to extend the lead. And scores.
It has been. The passing has been great, but the precision of the passing has been next level. Every pass has been delivered right in the pocket, ready for the player to either shoot or dunk the ball.
That misses with a second to go. That ends the third quarter, and a great start for the 76ers. It's been a compelling game so far. The fourth quarter is underway. McConnell looking for his man. Couldn't keep it in. Out of bounds off T.J. McConnell. Bucks basketball. Antetokounmpo to Hill. Nothing going here on that drive. Lopez. There's the toss. George Hill. He struggled just a little bit. 2 for 5.
Well, you know what the old saying is, when you assume you make a... You know what I'm talking about. You can't fault the D too much there. I was expecting to kick out 3.
And they call the foul. Felt the breeze there, Jay.
Timing was just a tad bit off.
The drive, right to the basket. Full throttle, right to the basket for the deuce.
You know, it reminds me out of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively.
Flushes down the slam. Jay, they make it look so easy.
Yeah, but it's really not that easy. And as a passer, if your pass is just a fraction too early or a fraction too late, that throws the whole play off. The timing of this has to be impeccable.
Oh, a whistle.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
New blood coming in for both sides. He'll go to the foul line to shoot.
Look, I get it. Being down sucks. But you can't just start haphazardly playing defense and committing silly fouls. Play this game with purpose.
Tobias Harris at the line for 2 shots. A career 81% free throw shooter. And he connects on the first free throw. Goes 2 for 2. Giannis with it up top. His guys down big. A bad pass as the Sixers come up with this steal.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
Harris to McConnell. Oh, nice find for the basket.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. It's in the hands of Philadelphia. McConnell down low to Monroe. And he's fouled. Very close. Free throws coming up.
I don't know, Ed. Maybe there's a long-term play here. But next game, we're going to be aggressive early. Maybe.
Mike Scott, couple of free throws on the way. For his career, 76% from the line. First one goes down. Goes 2 for 2 at the line. To Middleton. Sets him up. Now pass stolen by the Sixers.
Maybe pace it right here. They got a big lead at home.
Nice finish at the rim.
It just seems like nobody can stop him but him. Once he's found his offensive swag, that boy's deadly.
The Bucks at the controls. Antetokounmpo to Bledsoe. Surveys the floor. Nothing going here on that drive. Here comes the screen. Bledsoe. Now a steal by Philly. To Redick. Going to launch. Beyond the arc. That's playing with fire. J.J. Redick wide open. Good luck.
This is a game of ways. As a defense, you have to recognize that they come and they go. That will not be the case all the time moving forward.
Middleton. 3 seconds is the call. Some lineup changes now for both clubs.
Number 33, Tobias Harris. Entering the game for the Bucks.
Giannis Antetokounmpo with the block. They've got it back. Giannis in control of the basketball. Down a bundle. A drive down the lane, but the shot stays out.
I got it, Ed. In the first half, I heard the way the defense communicated. Here he comes. Pass. Here comes switch. Help. Now, in the second half, you hear active communication. They're assertive. Here he comes. Switch. Help off the ball screen. I'm fading. I'm shading. That kind of communication is a difference between a winning and a losing team.
Knocked loose. Connaughton matched up with Jimmy Butler. J.J. Redick. He's 3 of 5. 60% shooting from the field.
I've seen him float so much on the perimeter, I forgot he even had that kind of physical presence. Good to see him beating up on people down low again.
Mano, que entrada.
And a whistle.
Welcome to new age basketball. You blow on me, that's a foul.
That's his first personal foul. The Bucks are now serving a penalty.
Knocks down the first.
Number 23.
And gets both to drop at the line.
2 minutes remaining.
Bledsoe with it up top. He'll run the offense. J.J. Redick rejects it.
You know, sometimes basketball can become a very beautiful thing to watch. During the regular season, things can get difficult. Energy can be low. The passion at times can even be lower because players are tired. They're fatigued. But today, it's all been good. They're putting in an absolute show with killer efficiency and tremendous effort and intensity.
Great feed. Sets it up. Butler to Embiid. Now a steal by Milwaukee. Hill to Lopez. From the painted area, won't go down. Simmons with it. His guys hold a commanding lead. Had a good look there, but it's no good. Nice follow-up on the dunk there.
Ooh, shows like this separate the good players from the great ones. The good players, they have good first halves, and then they fade to black in the second. The great players, they just sustain that kind of dynamic energy throughout the entire ball game.
Bledsoe goes to the right side. Antetokounmpo. That's off the side of the rim, no good. Into the front court comes Simmons. His guys holding the big lead. To Butler. Nothing going here on that drive. Harris to Simmons. Stuffs it down with authority. At this point, they're twisting in the wind.
Were you looking for a response from me? Because I don't really know what else there is to even say. I mean, is this even a game? I mean, we should just start packing up and getting ready to go right now.
coach has seen enough. He wants some changes. New personnel onto the floor.
Entering the game for the Milwaukee Bucks, number 77, Ersan Ilyasova.
Rebound taken by the Sixers. The Sixers are victorious as they cruise to win a game that was never really in doubt. That does it for my...
The 76ers put their opponents away in a... That does it for us. On behalf of the rest of the crew, good night.
É, isso aí, valeu aí quem esteve na live, valeu pessoal que esteve na live, sem limite para vencer, valeu pela presença. Complete 45, Guilherme Quintana, Critical Games. Deixa eu ver. É isso aí, pessoal, obrigado aí, foi um teste aí do basquetebol. A gente não somos perito em basquetebol, mas a gente joga por diversão, o importante foi isso. Obrigado pela presença quem teve. E até a próxima e fui!